I have never, as a QVC host, been able to say this before. 2 Onyx Mophead Hydrangeas for $15 a piece. Let me tell you a little story. Last year, we did them for $20 a piece. Our phone lines almost melted down, and you had to pick. Did you want that beautiful blue, or did you want the pink? A lot of people picked up both. At $20, I thought that was the best price I've seen. Look how beautiful these mop heads are. We are giving you a pink and a blue, not a choice of. You get them both home, $15 a piece, 4 easy payments of $7.50. And the best news, everybody can grow these. Maybe you're someone who says, where I live, I only get blue. No, you can grow the pink. It's better genetics. For me, it's like, I can't get the blue. My soil's not acidic enough. No, I will be able to get the blue too. The color stays true. So let's bring out Stephanie Wallin. It is a good day when you can get 2 hydrangeas for under $30.
You're telling me,
This is
Sandra.
wild. You know what? It's from the year I started at QVC, almost 19 years ago, we didn't have this price.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been here almost 10 years.
Yeah.
My Uncle Eric was saying we've never done a TSC.
Here's a question. What did eggs cost 20 years ago, right?
That's right.
I mean,
absolutely
boom, boom,
right.
boom, the price. The price has come down. And this is a story of not just a great price, because if it's not going to grow, don't want it for free.
Right.
This is a story of better genetics, meaning everybody can grow this.
Check this out. That's absolutely right. Sandra, these Onyx Mophead Hydrangeas, they are the hydrangea for every gardener. No matter how green your thumb is, you're going to enjoy these beautiful pastel pinks that you're seeing here.
Wait, those are all real flowers?
These are the real deal. This is what you could expect after the first year of growth. You're going to enjoy these. You're going to have these pinks. You're going to have these baby blues that you said so many of us want, but typically you can't achieve it. Doesn't matter your acidity in the soil. This is what everyone can grow. And like you mentioned, it's because of better and new genetics. If you've ever tried to grow another Mophead hydrangea in the past and you have never had flowers, that's because the old school ones, you had to go out and make sure you prune at the exact right moment. And if you missed that window, well, then there go your flowers.
So many gardeners, and not even inexperienced ones.
That's right.
People garden for years, go out, prune their hydrangeas, and then say, like, they didn't bloom this year.
They didn't bloom.
Guess what? It doesn't matter when you prune these. And we're going to talk more about that.
Absolutely.
That is a real flower right there. Lots of people are buying more than one. This is the time to do it. Maybe you want to take that fence and line them with pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, blue.
Yes.
Each one in the ground will get to about 4 feet wide? Or
about 3 to 4 feet wide,
okay.
and about 2 to 3 feet tall. So it's
So they're wider than taller.
Exactly, and it's a very manageable hydrangea. So, you know,
let's take a look at some of the images and we can talk about
maybe you don't even have a garden space and you just are doing container gardening.
Yeah.
People always ask us, well, what kind of perennials can I leave in a container for its whole life? This hydrangea is a perfect example of that.
Wow. Okay, so this is full size.
Exactly right. So that is just one. So that is the peacock. The blue has the name of a peacock. Now look at the size of these flowers. Everybody dreams, you know, of vacationing in Cape Cod.
It's bigger than your brother's head.
It's much larger, and he has a pretty big head to begin with. But you'll see here, you know, you dream of going to vacation in Cape Cod, Nantucket. Now you can bring that vacation look to your garden, to your containers. This is the Onyx Flamingo. And when we come back onto set, I'll explain what the onyx even means. But you'll notice in some of these.
Oh my gosh, look at it full grown.
Absolutely
stunning.
That is
every cottage garden dream, every like storybook garden, every like magical garden, every like, oh my gosh. If you want your house to have curb appeal, there are very few things you can do for under $30.
Oh
you can't put a new sidewalk in, you can't do lighting. Under $30 for a combined 8 feet of gorgeousness. Now, here's what we're going to send you. They're not tiny little 3-inch pots. These are already a year old.
These are already a year old, and you are getting both for under $30. Now, I want to explain, you know, where the onyx comes from. So if we could get in really close, I would love to show you how beautiful these stems are. You see that deep mahogany color? The name onyx comes from those beautiful stems. And I mentioned earlier, this is the hydrangea for any gardener, no matter your level, because you are going to have flowers this very first summer, and you're going to have flowers for months. And that's because these are considered a re-blooming hydrangea.
Oh, so it's the best. This is truly better hygiene.
You never have to prune these.
Breedings, yeah.
You just plant them once and let Mother Nature do her thing,
Yeah.
and you get to enjoy the most beautiful large flowers in your garden.
Yeah, truly, better genetics. These are going to be better than hydrangeas we even could grow years ago.
That's
Everybody gets a blue that stays blue. Everybody gets a pink that stays pink.
Yep.
Now, we were kind of talking off stage. If we did this exact presentation in a couple of weeks, that would all be pink. But I'm almost glad we did it now.
Oh, it's
because you can
gorgeous
see.
as is.
I love how it changes colors. They start
Yes.
almost like that limelight color, and then turn pink or blue.
Exactly, and they get richer as they age on the flower.
Now,
But you
how
can
old is
see-
that one?
So this is after the first season. So we'll go over and do a little potting demo really quick, Sandra, and I can show you. But just check out all of these flowers, and these are the real thing. They are lush, rich. These are those extra large snowball mophead hydrangeas. These are the ones we all want to grow, but so many of us have had trouble doing so because most of them just won't bloom for you, but not with these onyx.
Hey, they're going really quickly. I'm so happy that everybody's loving them. If you do want them, do not wait. You get both of them, essentially $15 a piece, lowest price I've ever seen these hydrangeas. And when we've done them singly for more, they have sold out.
That's absolutely right.
All right, you were talking about the pruning, the whole idea of
Yes.
new wood, old wood.
That's right.
We talk about that a lot on QVC, but I don't think, you might not
You might not
understand what that is. Yeah.
Can we actually go over
Yeah,
to this
absolutely.
table and I'll show you with this hydrangea plant in my hand. So the really great thing about the onyx is you don't have to worry about whether you're going to have flowers. I promise you, you will have flowers this very first season and every year thereafter. And the reason is because, Sandra, do you see, if we can come up close right here, this sort of like woody looking stem here. So this is considered the old wood. And
Oh,
on
that
this,
makes sense, because these are a year old, and you can see that didn't pop up just last week.
Exactly, and all of this growth on there is the old growth. So your old growth, your old wood is going to bloom for you first, probably the beginning of June. And while you are enjoying those nice big flowers, the new growth that comes from the bottom of the plant is going to start to grow. And then middle of June, July, August, September, even into October, your new growth is going to bloom.
But if I come and I cut that old growth, because I'm pruning them one year, you're not going to prune them this year, but then you don't have to worry, you'll still get flowers.
Still going to get
That's probably
flowers.
the best. Thank you for that. That's probably the best explanation I've ever heard on QVC, because we talk a lot about new growth, old growth, like new wood, old wood. It's all good. Guess what?
Exactly.
You can't mess it up.
That's
and
right.
if you want to put it in our today's special value planter, well, it will water itself. So you can get 2 planters and 2 hydrangeas that give you many years of joy.
That's right.
For under $100, you get all of it. If you want the hydrangea, best price I've ever seen on these Onyx Mophead hydrangeas, essentially under $15 a piece.
Imagine, I know.
Okay, so how am I going to plant these?
So,
and this is the today's special
That's
value.
right. So we filled it with some great potting mix. I just took it right out of the container, and you just want, to fill it with enough soil so that you meet that initial soil line of your hydrangea. Now, Sandra, if there's one hot tip that I can give, it is to everyone. If you're going to grab this TSV, treat yourself, treat your plants with this acid booster plant food. This is going to ensure that your colors, your pinks stay pink, your blues stay blue, and that you get all of those flowers. And all you have to do is mix 1 tablespoon of this into a gallon of water, give it a good shake, and then you're going to fertilize your plants like once every other week.
If you're getting the today's special value, the other one.
Oh,
from
you could put it
Bernini,
down there.
Just put it right in
There you go.
when that starts blinking. Okay.
Love that.
So 2 hydrangeas. Last year on QVC, we gave you a choice of blue or pink. We noticed a lot of people said, I'll take 1 of each, but they were spending more to buy 2. So this year, as something very special we've never done before, you get that blue and you get that pink for like under $15 a piece.
I know it.
For a hydrangea that's already a year old.
This is the best value of a hydrangea we have ever offered. And you're seeing here, this is what you can grow. So I love that photo on the right because it really lets the onyx shine through. These stems, it's just a little bit more that elevate your plant.
It's so pretty.
It's what sets you apart from your neighbors. They're gonna come over and they're gonna say, why do your hydrangeas just have a little extra flair? And it's because
you know what they're going to say in my neighborhood? How do you get yours
How do you have
blue?
flowers?
How do you get
Exactly.
yours blue? And why do you have flowers for months on end? And I'm going to say, because I bought the right hydrangea.
That's right.
Where I live, blue's hard to come by. I can get pink. Maybe where you live, because of the soil, pink's hard to come by, but you can get blue. Guess what? We all get 1 of each. It is a show stopper. Now, tell me how, as far as I'm going to plant these in containers or in the ground, they'll obviously get bigger if you plant them in the ground. How much sun do they need? And what do I need to do to ensure that I can have, you know, this after my second year?
Exactly. So this is one that you're going to receive at home. These are so low maintenance, Sandra. They only really like morning sun and then afternoon shade. So maybe you have a big oak tree, a big maple tree. You could plant these underneath there. Give it a good amount of water. You know, as we saw with the Bernini planter, they do like to remain a little bit more moist than other plants.
Well, your uncle taught me tonight. Hydrangea.
Exactly.
Hydra. They like water.
Yes.
Get the Bernini planter.
There you
Make
go.
sure they're getting enough to drink.
And that planter is a great size. It's 15 inches. So definitely you want to plant a container at least 15 inches. We have whiskey barrels that are 16 inches. That is perfect. And then you really, honestly, Sandra, you just sit back and relax. From this one plant, I'm going to come pop down here really quick. This plant, this court plant, is going to turn into what you see here after the first season of growth. So when I say I promise you flowers this very first summer and for months and months, it's because of the new genetics that the Onyx is bringing, unlike the traditional old school hydrangeas.
So look at this one. So I like that you don't have to choose. You don't have to say, do I really want the pink or do I want the blue? We are sending you both for really less than some places would give you even one if you could even find this particular hydrangea. And guess what? That might be really hard as well because Roberta's only brings things you're not going to find down at the local store. This blue is going to turn solid blue. Right now, it starts green, a little more green, and then opens up. Look at the color changing, though. It's magical. And then pretty soon, we'll take a look at some pictures again. You're going to see how this, you know, if we did this presentation in a couple weeks, this would be all blue. In fact, last year, we did the presentation later. I think it was like into April when we did this presentation, and it was in the garden with Sandra. And I said, you can pick a blue or you can pick a pink. But guess what? You could not get two for under $30. This is something we're doing for one day only. And so here's what they look like when they've completely turned into the color.
That's absolutely right. And you know, Sandra, we've actually never had a hydrangea TSV before. And we wanted to, if we were going to do it, it had to be the Onyx because this really is the hydrangea for everyone. Even if this is the first plant you're ever going to grow in your life, you are going to have success and you are going to enjoy the beautiful pastel pinks and those beautiful baby blues. I mean, these are the hydrangeas gardeners dream of.
Yeah.
But most of us have tried other varieties and we have not had success because they are so finicky.
So often it's not the gardener, it's you just don't buy the right plants.
Exactly.
You go down to some of the local nurseries and stuff, you know, and some, especially the big box stores, they might give you something that looks pretty in that moment.
Right.
But you really don't always know what you're getting. Is it going to bloom on old wood, new wood? Am I going to have something that comes back year after year reliably? Is it blue in the store, but it won't stay blue in my ground because my ground's not acidic enough?
That's absolutely
Or the same with the pink, right? So you get one that always stays pink, one that stays blue. And various shades thereof.
That's right.
But you're getting both of these home at a price we've never done with Roberta's hydrangeas
Crazy
before.
value.
It's wild. $15 a piece, 4 easy payments of $7.50. They're going quickly. I'm going to remind you right now, just because it's in your cart, until you check out, you don't own it. Well over 1,000 ordered. Stephanie, tell us about your Gotta Grow guarantee.
Absolutely. So when you're happy, we're happy. We assure your satisfaction for our perennials, like these hydrangeas, for 1 year, Sandra. So if for whatever reason they don't meet your expectations, give us a call or shoot us an email and we will help you guys out.
They're gorgeous. So there it is.